Good day, traders. This is CJ Dupe again. Welcome to another swing analysis video. This time on silver and platinum. It's two charts that have me really excited. But before I go into the charts, I want to show you guys this quite a famous chart by Wyckoff. And this chart has actually been has been a huge influence on my trading, and I want to go quickly through his representation of the accumulation, breakout, and markup. So Wyckoff basically, what he has here is basically showing that the market, before it makes a big move, it will accumulate. And before the big move starts, it has this spring. Now, this spring is similar to what I explained in the previous video. It's just a run on liquidity. It's shaking out the weak hands. So it's a different name, but it's the exact same concept. You know, a liquidity run or a stop run. I've heard it called Judas swings and all sorts of names. But what you guys must know, it's basically just the market, you know, shaking out the weak hands. You know, it can't leave if the bus is too full, basically. And then what he has is the breakout, you know, a retrace or a consolidation, you know, another motive wave or impulse wave, another correction, and so forth. But I want to compare this chart quickly with what's happening right now in platinum. And let me just go to the next slide here. This is the 1 week chart of platinum, and after this big fall we had from 2014, the market made a little bit of a reversal pattern and then had an impulse wave, or at least this is how I interpret it. And now it's come down, and it's in that accumulation phase, or it's had that accumulation phase that you guys saw on the Wyckoff chart, and now it's breaking lower. And at least I believe that this is the spring. This is the market shaking out the weak hands before it can go on this massive bull run, and just marking out the liquidity. I've got my first liquidity really around about the 1300 level, so that's about a what is that, $450 move on platinum, which is quite significant, or at least that's what I'm seeing. Don't go betting the house on this. I do get this stuff wrong, but I believe this to be quite a high probability setup, or at least a high risk reward setup. Because if you get in here at the bottom and you stop out, you only lose a little bit, but if you get it right, you stand to make quite a quite a big profit there. So yeah, I actually believe we've just reached the spring here, the stop run, and I've actually posted about the $850 level quite a lot lately, and we've broken that we've touched that 850, and we've actually broken, you know, below these lows and into this weekly order block. It just went into this weekly order block. It's a concept that I don't think I've done a video. I haven't done a video on this, but I'll try and get one up. It's also a ICT concept, the breaker block. But yeah, this I hope you guys can see the similarities between this chart and the previous one. And let's just move forward quickly to a daily chart. And as you guys can see, these were the lows that were cleared, and we were actually waiting for these lows. Actually, I did try a long a bit earlier in the market, but I was a bit premature. I was just too excited about this, what I believe this big move coming in the metals market. But it's really setting up now for me. It's really looking really good now. So yeah, it cleared these lows and into this level. You guys can see I marked this 0.5 level, and I'm going to explain to you guys what that is. Let me just move to the next chart. Now this is the 0.5 level that I've marked. This bullish block here before we had the last bearish run is what the Inner Circle trader calls the breaker block. And right in the middle, if you draw a fib from the top to the bottom, right in the middle, the 50% retrace is what we call the mean threshold, or MTH for short. And I know Michael Huddleston touched on this a bit, but there's another trader that I'm working with, a great trader that's influenced me and helped me a lot. General, I mean, I'll try and put a link up here if I can figure out how to his YouTube channel. And he lives and dies by these mean threshold levels. He calls it the secret sauce, and it is quite significant. And it actually reacted perfectly off this mean threshold of this breaker block, which is to me quite a good sign after it cleared this liquidity. So just going to the next slide. This is the 850 level. This is platinum. This is a 4-hour chart, and it actually, like you guys can see, it broke the 850 level, which was also that liquidity low. Had a bit of a accumulation down here, and it looks to me like we can break to the upside now. This last bullish block again before the rundown is the breaker block, and if we can break above this and stay above this, maybe have a pullback, then I think it could be a good place to try and get into this market for what I believe to be a high probability and a high risk reward trade, meaning you're only going to risk maybe $10-20 for a possible $450 move. But again, like I say, this is only my opinion, and things can change, and I obviously sometimes get them right, but this is the view that I currently hold on platinum. And it's trades like these don't come around very often, so hopefully this one can work out. And now quickly, silver looks quite similar. Let me move to the silver chart, and this is a weekly chart of silver, and it's also had this this big bearish. It was in this bearish market, and then it had to turn around. It had this big bullish move, and it's also just in this sort of advanced consolidation phase. And sooner or later, I believe it'll have to break out to the upside. And within this consolidation, we've also now had a bit of a bullish move and another consolidation. And it's actually built up a lot of liquidity. This is a weekly chart, so this is weeks and weeks and weeks of built up liquidity that this market now went and spiked. So it cleared all these lows, and I think if it wants to move to the upside, it is actually ready to do that now. Quickly move to the next chart. This is the daily chart of silver, and again, this is the last bearish block before the big move up. Is the bullish order block. And again, if you draw a fib from the top to the bottom, I've marked the MTH off that level, and the market has reacted quite nicely off there. The $16 level was the big round number that I've also been posting a lot about, and that has held actually quite nicely. So this could be an early indication that the market is ready to run higher. And just going back to the previous slide, I mean, if I believe at least these highs when the consolidation or this triangle started will be taken. But I think ultimately I'm of the bullish view that we can even get up here to the $25 mark. So that is about more than a 50% move in the price of silver. And we're trying to get I'm going to try and get in at the bottom here for at least a high risk reward trade. To the next slide, this is the 4-hour view of silver, and as you guys can see, this was the 16 level that was pierced. A little bit of some action around here, and now we've broken higher, and I believe if we can stay above this block, then I'll definitely be long if we stay above this block, and I'll be bullish. So let's see how this one plays out. I'll be trading this. I started a trading room on Discord. I'll be trading on there. You guys are more than welcome to join. It's sort of, I'm just starting this up, so it's sort of in the beta phase. I'm going to get in quite a few more traders in here that I've been working with, and as you guys can see, I've been posting about silver. I was looking at it on Friday, and after we had this 16 level breached. I was looking to actually get in on any retrace, and I actually managed to get in back here on the 16 level, which is quite a good price. But that was a bit of a risky entry. I believe we can wait for a little bit of a break higher, and if we get any sort of retest or retrace, it might be a safer place to enter, and then hopefully we can catch quite a bullish run on this. But yeah, you guys are more than welcome to join this Discord group. I'll post the link in the information section. Anyway, like I said, I try and keep these videos short. So that's it for now. I'll post some more updates and stuff in the channel. Yeah, so let's see how this one plays out. Good luck and happy trading.